Whatever we decide to get in life, we'll have to go out and get it because life does not care whether or not you have it or not. And we all can have some kind of excuse about our life. But the thing that's going to get us the things in life that is important is our mind. You know, the mind, the mind is the only thing that really does not regenerate. You know, at one point in our life, sometimes we have quite a bit of hair. Then we get older and we find out where we used to have hair, we don't have it anymore. So life does bring about a change. And to realize we have only so much time in this life. You know what? A time account is different than a bank account. And sometimes people don't use their time wisely. And they find out at the end of the day, and they may want some more time and it's all over. But if we're going to achieve anything of greatness, and there is greatness in this room, but the question is, do you really believe in yourself? It's not a matter of what other people think, but what do you believe? Now, am I naive enough to believe that everyone here will believe what we're about to say today? But you know, I've learned something. If someone does not believe a truth, it does not stop it from being true. It's still a truth whether or not you believe it or not. I was going to tell a story and I forgot the instructor's name, but he's working here today, Mr. Bob Hogan. Many years he was an instructor at the college in the mid-70s. He had told us that if we learned about computers, one day we could be wealthy men and women. And I said to myself, who is he trying to fool? You know, Bill Gates didn't really come on the scene until the mid-80s. Well, even though I didn't believe it, it did not stop it from being true. The same thing with you. Even though we may bring you truth today, and you may not believe it, it does not stop it from being the truth. You know what? We have no ulterior motive other than you truly becoming the people that you were meant to be. See, because this thing called life, you can't hit a rewind button and says, I don't like how my life has played out, so I want to try it again. And if you're going to achieve anything in life, you've got to draw from within. You know what? If you cut your hand, you don't have to say to your hand, heal. It will heal. Just like the flatworm. If you cut a flatworm in half, it will regenerate what it needs. If it needs to rear, it will do that. If it needs to brain, it will do that. But the power is from within. And I hope today that when you get ready to leave here, you will get a true vision of yourself. Because if you can hold on to that vision, you can become the person that you have, the vision that you have in your mind, you can become that person if you hold on to that vision. And then, I said oftentimes, you know, birds of a feather, they flock together. If there's someone who's not trying to achieve anything in life, and you think that you can be with them and achieve great things, you're just fooling yourself. I want to tell this last story and then I'm done. I never forget, when I was very young, I used to like to walk with my pawpaw. Pawpaw was a short man. He was a kind man. And all the kids, when they saw him in the neighborhood, they would call him Pawpaw, even though they might not have been related to him. And Pawpaw was so wise, and he was 75, and I was 5, and we walked, and we talked about life. And I would ask Pawpaw a question, and then he would answer, and I would think, man, he is so smart. And then we'd walk a little longer, and I would ask him another question, and he'd answer the question, and I said, oh man, he is just so smart. And I'll never forget, it was a beautiful summer day, and we went into a store, and Pawpaw wanted to buy something on credit. And the lady took out a sheet of paper, and she put it down, and Pawpaw signed an X. The wisest man I ever knew. He could not even read or write. But you know what? Pawpaw had integrity. Pawpaw had good self-image. I was somewhat startled, because at that time, I could sign my name. And here's my Pawpaw. He signs with an X. But he was not embarrassed. I said, Pawpaw, that's how you sign your name? He said, yes. But what about you? Do you have a good enough self-image Do you feel good enough about yourself that you can set off in your destiny, in your life, irregardless of what other people might think? You decide for you what's best for you? Or will you let other people around you decide what's best for you? Because again, when we go through life, we're going through life by ourselves. And as I always said, the opinion that matters most is the opinion that you have of yourself.